Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's unpause the game, and if you remember from last episode, we had mostly cleared out the Temple of Whitaker, and we had one final room that we just ran out of time to properly investigate. Let's get off fast mode here. And I think there's just one guy in here, so let's creep in. Hello, mate. Oh god, you've got your ranged weapon. My bad. I mean, he's dead anyway. He got eviscerated. Oh wow, what's this? Or is that like insect swarm and we cast a spell? Yes, we did. Insect swarm. Fair enough. Noted. So before we attacked him, he said, or she said, by the deeds of my tongue and... Oh, that's not it. We were trying to figure something out. The queen that was and still is. Alright, I'm not going to read all this, but dear sisters, blah, blah, blah. Did you see the instance when your victim realized that Whitaker forgets nothing? Alright, well, this is all very... Just, you know, general cultist kind of scripture. No worries. A hatchet and a bit of trash. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. A book lies on the table, its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography. Scroll of fireball? You never know. Okay, well that was very... not really worth the time in the end, but okay. Let's go to the next level. I think we're done here. Oh no, but this is back up. Oh, wait, hold on. I've been a bit stupid here, because this is probably the block staircase, no? But maybe we're going to unblock it from below? Watch this space. I'm so stupid. Of course it stairs up. The Steward of Kaduna has received a letter for you. Is that so? Alright, we do need to go back to the stronghold at some point. Yeah, we have managed to make our way back out.
I feel I should explain myself.
Okay. Oh, Brucor leveled up. Go on then. Oh, we can talk to him. Fair enough. Right, well, let's level up first. It's just Brucor. Look at him with that friggin' blunderbuss. What a guy. What do we need here? Maybe survival is the play. It's a bit late to make a pass at mechanics, to be honest. Okay. Oh, what did we... I think we had something lined up, didn't we? Extra accuracy on Carnage, which is the passive AoE, I believe. Stalwart Defiance is a bonus to all defenses, which is not that exciting. That's it for classes. We could get a weapon focus, which would be what? Well, initially I wanted this, I think. But is Blunderbuss here? It is a Blunderbuss, right? I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Ruffian. But yeah, we're using some various stuff, so I don't really want to do that. But we had a bunch of other things that were great, like Savage Attack. Extra damage. 2 weapon style, 1 hand style. We've already got two-handed, haven't we? Bloody Slaughter. Hits converted to crits against people with low HP. Interrupting blows. Plus 15 interrupt. I mean, it's good, but... Damage against wilder. Oh, damage. These are just... I mean, these are good. 25% damage against these types, but... 25% damage with implements. 1 scepters on rods. Oh, I see. Gunner, marksman. Venom doesn't really seem like that's our play. So we could get Savage Attack. Or we could get Accurate Carnage. Honestly, this is probably going to be quite good. I mean, yeah, we can get Utility or whatever as well. Arms Bearer. Well, that's crap, actually, but... DR reduction, stuff like that. But I think maybe we get Accurate Carnage. The extra accuracy on the AoE will actually be really useful. Let's do that. Right, let's have a chat.
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
That's an understatement. Let's not be mean now. So, tell me now. He clasps his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That's when we resolved the matter of your soul. We would also... Oh, sorry. That when we had resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
I see. He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir.
Isilmir?
I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Well, tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
He winces, his expression rippling between control and chaos.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
That's why he talks like that sometimes. Oh my god, what? I'm so stupid. How have I not even thought about this? Occasionally he does just do that, you know. What do you think that bally thing is and stuff like that? And I just don't even think about it. Of course it's... Oh, it makes so much sense. Okay. He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories. Bareth spared me that much. Bareth. But her coarse manners and intolerable he'll speak, he'll speak, suggest a provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse has burned down and the teeth are on edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation. She just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. You recall the way she goaded those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down. And trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He lowers his voice and clasps his hands behind his back. Minute twitches and... Oh, minute twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
We've done this so out of order. It's fine, though. Yeah, if it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Let's get moving. We can go do that now. Right? Surely it's going to be in the sanitarium, right? You would have expected? Do we have any details in the... Oh, it's the White March. Okay, which is the DLC, right? Okay. Yeah, sanitarium. Yeah, we can go there. Why don't we go there now? We got to deliver this package. Why don't we go do that finally? I'm not sure about all the hints and stuff which could be related to this building in the main quest. Let's just go do a couple of bits before we get too carried away. Let's go do this delivery. Let's go back to the sanitarium afterwards and see if we can sort Aloth out. We'll just try to get through a few things. So we need to go to the Goose and Fox, which is here. Sorry, running through your performance. Sorry. The Goose and Fox. I hope. I mean, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure this is what it was. And Gareth. Let's go off double speed. A man skulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in with the wood paneling, and he watches the other patrons out of the corner of his eye. He gives you a quick nod as you approach. Verzano, I believe it was, has a delivery for you. He glances around and snatches the pouch from you. Keep your voice down, will you? The Dominos have spies everywhere. He tucks the pouch away. You tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. Did I just do something illegal? Yes, we did. What do the Dominos have to do with this? You have no idea, do you? Let's just say the Dominels have exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. But Cerno likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise, undercutting the competition, he says. Tell me what was in the pouch. Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly legal, many folk nowadays prefer them to the risk of hollowborn or celibacy. He pulls a wry frown. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... Hello, chaps. Dana. A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to buy only from me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, my lady, I was just explaining that I don't do business with anyone else. Oh, Gareth, leave it, will you? We'll sort 'em out. Except this one last time, right? Dana crosses her arms and rocks back on her heels. There's always one more deal. Until you run out of credit, that is. Dana turns and regards you, looking you up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Aloth glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment. I'm feeling a bit kind of up for a scrap, so no one to be trifled with. I get the sense that throwing threats around is second nature to you. I admire that. I just might have a use for someone like you. But Sano put you up to this, didn't he? That old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. She eyes the trembling Gareth. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing us both. She narrows her eyes. What do you say to killing Versano? I just don't care. Tell you what, tell me about the Dominels. I don't know whether to be relieved or insulted. We're one of the wealthiest merchant families in Defiance Bay. Let's just say, however, that some of our business practices are not officially sanctioned. Gareth groans and stifles a sob. Listen, mate, I haven't forgotten about that diamond, that gem, whatever it was. I'm on top of things. What if I kill you instead? Why would I want to do that? Why wouldn't you? He's used you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything about what you were carrying, or who you were crossing. She taps her finger to her jaw and her voice slows. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favour, and House Dominel is never stingy with its friends. She glances at Gareth, the loyal ones anyway. This is true. This is true. He has sent us in here not telling us a damn thing about what we were dealing with. So I'm kind of here for that. Not that I would necessarily kill him, because we're strong enough to look after ourselves when we get chucked into such a situation. Can't I just beat him up? Yeah, to be fair, I don't work for you. I'll decide his fate when I talk to him again. You better make up your mind quickly, because we're going to pay him his dues one way or another. Just make sure you stay out of our way. Alright. Fair enough. Good to know. Better go back and sort that out. But first, we'll go to Brackenbury, because God forbid that we stick to one storyline at a time. We've got to hop around. Right. Let's head here then. Right. Has anybody leveled up yet? How are we doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, very close. Very, very close, everybody else. I thought they would be. Just Brewcore was a bit ahead. Very, very close. Oh, hello. Hamer. You asked me for one and I said no. Not until you're older and more responsible. Do you remember this conversation? Gordy's eyes are fixed on the ground in front of him. Yes, sir. And yet, I find you out here playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the Knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it. Honest, I traded a secret for it. He points at you. Ask him. Hamer? Hammer? We're going Hamer. Hamer turns to you. Is what my son says true? He wants to be a Crucible Knight? Sure is. What are you going to do about it? No, let's play it coy. Yes, it is. He's just a boy, do you understand me? What were you thinking, getting him a blade like that? You stay away from him from now on. Come along, Gordy. Won't have you loitering out here all day. Alright, crack on, mate. I'm not here to cause trouble. You do what you want. to Brackenbury. Tell you what, we're getting our cardio in the last couple of episodes, aren't we? We're all over the place in this city. Right. Back into here again. I wish we'd maybe done the quest in a more suitable order, but it is what it is. See if we can find someone to help Aloth then. I don't know who it's going to be. Kind of annoying. We have to maybe just talk to everybody. Let's get off fast mode now. I don't think it's going to be this guy.
Well met, friend.
Do you know anything about awakenings? I'm afraid that's not my area of expertise, right? Good to know. We could ask Nans. We like Nans. What do you know about awakenings? Not much, I'm afraid, but the sanitarium attracts experts from all over. I'm sure someone here can help you out. Well, you don't know who could help me? Like, you guys kind of suck. Is there anyone over here? No, it's going to be downstairs, isn't it? I didn't notice this statue before. Did we click on it? I don't think we did. Maybe we did. Head Warden Ethelmir. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. Oh fuck, we should have clicked on this earlier. There's been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveller. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? Oh, maybe we couldn't click on him before. Okay, I'm curious as to how you've come to be in your present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, he laughed. I was old, and it seemed wrong to me. A lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that, I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts here. Now and again, one of our animancers will humour me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and are often too afraid to collaborate. If you are considering it yourself, I can tell you that this isn't for the easily bored. Alright, well, crack on. You may have a member of the Leaden Key in your midst. Ethelmore. Okay, we need to decide how we're pronouncing this. Ethelmore? We'll just go Ethelmore, it's easier. Groans and the stone around him shudders. I could have done without hearing that today. Many have their intrusions been into our affairs. Of course, one can seldom be certain whether they've meddled or whether calamity has struck on its own, but a few of their less skilled infiltrators have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I am reminded of how envious I am of your gifts. I suspect they would be of some use in verifying one's identity. You are at odds with the Leaden Key as well, I take it? They have something I need. I hope it isn't knowledge you seek. They are seldom keen to part with it. Do you have some idea of who this person might be? No. That seems like the prudent thing to say, though. It would be unwise to consider anyone above suspicion. Very well. In that case, I would recommend you speak first with our resident animancers. They have frequent interactions with both patients and colleagues. You'll find them up here in their offices downstairs. You'll report anything suspicious to me immediately. This is my only request. Alright. Oh, level up for Aloth. Very good. Oh, we need mechanics. We're going to have to save the points. I need mechanics so bad. We can get another spell. Hold up. Let's check the Grimoire. I'm pretty sure we've got a level 4 spell slot available still. You know, without even replacing anything. Not that replacing anything is a problem. And if anything... Bro, where are we? Oh, we have 3 and 4. If anything, we don't get a lot of value out of number 2, do we? I mean, we could be using Necrotic Lance, sorry. To be fair. Maybe we ought to grab a level 3 before we get too carried away.
Aye?
I don't really... I just want damage, like straight up. Different types of damage. This is... we have Fireball. We don't have... I mean, Crackling Bolt could be good. Streaks out in a straight line and bounces off walls. Never mind. Let's not do that. We need something that doesn't have to pass through people, really. Guess there isn't that much to get excited about here. I mean, we could do Noxious Burst. Corrode damage. What do we have at level 4 that I could be really missing out on? Well, no, I want to get level 3 filled out, to be honest. Ball of energy that can be thrown. Anyone caught in the area of effect. Until weapon change for 84 seconds. That's interesting. Replaces your weapon. This wouldn't be bad because we keep getting focused in melee, don't we? So it honestly would not be bad to have a melee spell. I just hope he wouldn't run in and use it on his own. Suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies. We do need a debuffer, you know? We don't really have much of many debuffs going, do we? So it's hard to really... Like, maybe we should just do this. Expose vulnerabilities. It's not very exciting, but it's pretty good. Reducing enemy DR and stuff. It can make a big difference. Let's do expose vulnerabilities. Talent-wise, what have we got? Obviously, the Grimoire Slam... Maybe I'm undervaluing that, because like I say, he keeps getting into melee by accident, and people closing him down. Wouldn't be the worst to be able to hit somebody and knock them back. And we can boost our deflection. I might get the Grimoire Slam, which I've previously just written off. I think we're doing that.
Right.
Right, do we need to have a chat then in our investigation with Wardemer?
How do you do?
No. Fair enough. Presumably it's going to be someone downstairs. In fact, it's only Nan's up here now, isn't it? We'll just check if there's any new... Yeah, okay. I'm investigating possible lead and key activity in the sanitarium. Seen anything suspicious? That seems a little bit on the nose, but let's just do it. Oh, I'm afraid I'm too wrapped up in my own research to pay any mind to what else is going on around here. One of the other animancers might know something, though. It's just immediately, like, gets in her car and leaves. It's like, oh, we've been found. Oh, okay. It just notes what people have said. Let's go downstairs. There's a lot of stuff going on downstairs, isn't there? There's like locked rooms that we can't go into and bits like that. So let's have a looky. I mean, yeah, let's ask... Oh, wasn't you that killed the boy, was it? Obviously not. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. Oh, okay, fair enough. She laughs bitterly. Ah, that would be me. Though the lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer Animancy's success in buttressing pre-awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have been already awakened. But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy to have come so far for nothing. You're in luck. I have a volunteer. She springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Galad! Who is it? Ralph's lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in that cage. I beg your pardon? I jest. You Adherents are so uptight. I do not even know what that thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office, I think. Now they upgrade him to a cell. Again, I jest. She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So, I need you to sit here. She takes Aloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax. But don't try too hard, then you will not be relaxing. Indeed. His eyes are humourless. And you must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens thick copper bands to Aloth's forehead and wrists. As she ratchets them tighter, his face twitches with suppressed irritation. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long, chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small toothed wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with Adra lenses cut to different thicknesses and concavities. Basically concaves, I guess. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Isilmir more? I like that lady. His mind is full of hesitations, angles upon angles. Drawing him out of his own fears will be difficult. She raises a finger. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Sagani pats his arm. Don't worry, I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Alos squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds the scope to her eye and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal, something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in the Sithwood. He looks to you. His face is set in a frown, but the rigid edges of apprehension show nevertheless. Talk about your parents. As you speak to Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mists of his own memory. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. We'll call her Bella. Bella doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are smoothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Mother is away most of the time, with the Thane's family, but I have always known when she is coming home. Father bottles accumulate like storm clouds on the horizon. Father's bottles accumulate. I cannot read today. Well, okay, not today, always. Father's bottles accumulate like storm clouds on the horizon. His fits of temper become swifter and more violent. It still shames him, knowing that her... What the f... Can't give me a chance, bro. It still shames him, knowing that her heimneg to another man supports us better than his labours as a steward. This is good. I am starting to see... something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened. She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I'm in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because she is around. Oh, sorry. When she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my blood on the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my vitals. But it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. What? Madiko? Bella furiously cranks the knobs along her scope. He's hypnotized himself with this old memory. You've got to bring him out of it. Quickly. I almost have it. Don't shake him. That's not the play. We could slap him. That might be the play. But let's squeeze his hand. You're safe. Everything's fine. Al's eyes snap open, but the expression you see in them isn't his. He's ne'er safe when I hap upon him. Bella sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and congealing. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Okay, what? Cracking? Cracking bones and voices high in ire. That warm molasses feeling that crips down your gut when crisis is nigh. Belfetto. Why are you just like saying names of fake ice creams? Why do you just keep shouting things? I have so many complaints. Right. We have flares of a totally distinct essence. She jots shorthand notes onto the pages next to her and turns one clicking knob of her scope. Now, try to get the two of them talking. Isilmir, tell Aloth why you've awakened. Fie, he's the one that needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. Aloth's face twists in fury. I never turned it over to you. Good, yes, very good. She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. She prompts you with a circling of her wrist, quill still in hand. Go on. Isilmir, what exactly are you taking from him? Nigh more than I'm giving. You should ask what I did to that old man of his. How the last time he laid a hand on us, I break it in 3 places. Look, she broke his hand in 3 places. So she obviously took control of Aloth's body when he retreated into the blackness, and she beat the shit out of his dad. Aloth's head jerks to the side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. I was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you. I'm damned if I'll let your ninnying drag us both through the scupper. Ah, very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think I finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Isselmir's essence throughout the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated portions of their argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame. I see. Aloth blinks back at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, you're not quite sure who's looking out of his eyes. That's utter horse shit. Sagani's are wide are wide and innocent, I assume. It does seem as though she got one thing right. She glares at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation? Okay. I think the top one, yeah. Isselmir manifests when Aloth is in danger or under pressure. Bella carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aloth. I suppose that could be true. She jots another note. I'll have to check this against other research. He removes the copper bands. Well and good for you, but what does this mean for me? Bella frowns at her notes, tapping her cheek with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. She wants me to answer. She hasn't got a frigging clue. So Isselmir tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face a problem on your own. You can't let her make these decisions for you. She did you a favor by dealing with your father, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. You may not like her methods, but you should hear her out. It seems that Isselmir steps in when she determines that you're in danger. It's not clear yet whether this is a help or hindrance. Okay, 1 or 3. I think 3 would be the most sensible thing to say. We don't really know whether this is helpful or not. From my position, I'd say it's pretty clearly a hindrance. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Brucor. He does not look at Bella. She sets her notes on the desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of reviewer. Yeah, words, Aloth. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animancy, just as you've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement out of the corner of your eye. Bella is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Aloth is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cloak when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide and imploring. Please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. That's not fair. I mean, I could leave you out. You get your explanation, she gets her research. That was the deal. Like, she didn't just do this for nothing. That's not fair. He slides the papers back onto the desk, giving you a rueful look. I'm now gonna help you explain this one, scholar boy. Okay, everybody levels up. What a dream. Eder or Ida? What should we have? Athletics? Probably. Think we go for that. Right. Bonus knockdown. Another knockdown. Well, the thing is, the AI doesn't use the knockdowns, which makes it a little bit dodgy. Do we go defensive and get extra enemies engaged would be good. Obviously, reflex is good. Yeah, we can get like all the stats. Defenses, unstoppable. Defense when disengaging, deflection. I think maybe we get hold the line. I think I was looking at this before, and we'll have an extra enemy that we can engage. What's up? Oh, taxes collected. We're losing a fair bit to bandits. How are we doing on the other? It is a security building. Oh my god, 3 days and 10 hours. Right, Heravius. What is your deal? We have 9 survival. Do we want to wait and take it up to 10? Do we want law? I don't really care about the law. Why don't we save the points? Okay. Extra damage as burn when spirit shifted. We don't actually spirit shift that often. We probably should. Corrode damage. Okay. Freeze damage. Shock damage. Bonus spells would be good. I don't really know what else we would have. Honestly, extra spells, and I think third level. Let's go check. Like, I actually think more spells would be beneficial to me. Yeah, this has Nature's Balm. It's got Returning Storm. Yeah, let's go level 3 extra spell. It's not that exciting, but I think it'll be quite good. Righty. The Grieving Mother. I mean, we don't even use stealth, really, do we? Maybe athletics. Oh, we could put you on mechanics as well. I wouldn't mind. Why don't we do that? Because I'm not too fussed about everything there. Powers. Do we want level 4 power? What have we got? We can steal DR. Pierce damage is good. We like damage. Wild Leech. 10 points stolen from a random attribute. That could be good. Going between allied target. Basically reduces all of their crits. Crits get turned into hits. Hits get turned into grazes. Grazes converted to misses. So it just improves defense of an ally. I think I'll take Mind Lance, to be honest. We're big damage. Oh, we get 2? Oh no, that was that, and then we have a talent. My bad. Invokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. Interesting. And so that's the only one left for class, and then we just get all the generic ones. I might do that. Might be a shout. I don't know how often the will gets targeted. I mean, Savage Attack wouldn't be bad. It's only melee, though. We do spend some time doing ranged. Poison for you wouldn't be the worst. I mean, 2 weapon style. Are we committing to that? Not necessarily. Bloody Slaughter. Help you finish people off. Maybe we take Bloody Slaughter, you know. Get you an extra multiplier against people with low health. Let's do that. Did I even pick that?
Your thoughts must flow deeply.
Did I have to click a button? No, we did get Bloody Slaughter, right? Good. Right, Sagani. Oh, cool. We can go up to level 10 survival, which is pretty nasty. Right. We got tankiness for the companion before. I think we'll take just the damage and DR bypass. Pretty good. I like it. Right then. Okay, right.
Sure.
Let's continue what we're supposed to be doing. I forgot about Aloth, to be honest, and all the drama, even though that's why we came here. Okay. Alright. I wonder if he's the baddie. Because he's got this chest. Oh, imagine if we... Sorry, doggo. Okay, no. Chill. Should we have helped out What's-His-Face?
Hail and well met.
Okay, well, no. Is there anything unusual been happening around here? Nothing as usual. Although, now that I think about it, the patients seem more agitated lately, but they're Cadman Azo's responsibility, not mine. Alright, I guess there is nothing from you. We didn't have that speech option at first. Let's see what... Oh, okay. Well, let's just keep having a look here. There's no one in here, right? We've already, yeah. Ripley.
I'll see what I can do.
Could we come in here before? I feel like we would have unlocked that if we... And we're allowed to loot it. Patient records. Oh, man, I don't want to read all this. Oh, it's not very long, actually. Atixa, the Pale Lady. Subject is female, mid-40s, awakened to a past life as a serial murderer, which now frequently emerges as the soul's dominant personality. Subject vacillates? Yeah. Between violence and severe depression resulting from guilt of past deeds. Weak candidate for present research. Graham. Subject is male, approximately early 30s. Powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of the over-fragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic. And I've had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him for more recent procedures. Idleman? Idleman? The Midnight Man. Subject is male, mid-20s, displays acute dissociation and paranoid delusional tendencies, causing anger and extreme violence. Dangers of working with the subject preclude possibility of further use in present research. Uskagrim. Subject is a male, approximately 17 years of age, admitted for episodes of catatonia, followed by, I don't know what that is, as usual, followed by occasional violent outbursts. Initial analysis of soul revealed severe fragmentation and essence deficiency. Said deficiency all but eliminates the possibility of utilizing the subject in present research. So you've only got Graham then, that they're prepared to do research on. Talk to Ethan more about Azo. Okay, we can do that. Ripley, though?
Greetings.
A young Orlan woman traces her fingers along the spines of the books in front of her. Row by row, her motions quick and skittish, like a bird's. She does not notice you until you are nearly upon her. Oh my, you startled me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. Me? I'm just Master Azo's assistant. There's a visiting scholar from Revua here named Bella. She claims to know about them. Yeah, we already spoke to her. What do you do here? I mostly help Master... It's probably Azo, but we're going Azo because I enjoy it. Master Azo set up and clean his equipment. I also keep his office organized since he's too busy to do it himself. You're not anonymous here. Okay. Note from Azo. Ripley, I require more copper tubing for my next experiment. Do not requisition it from the sanitarium stores. I don't have the time to deal with the head warden's inevitable questions. I see. Well, I think we're finding the... Things are becoming clear. Alright, just checking. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright. Oh, I forgot there was an actual loading screen. Right, drinks, everyone. Take your drinks. I was over quicker than I thought. Right. Right.
Good day to you.
I found records that Azo may be running some questionable experiments. Experiments? Cadman Azo is in charge of patient welfare now. He's not authorized to run any more experiments. I am disappointed in Cadman. I had hoped he would be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office or in the patient wards. I am granting you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you will wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I for one am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough troubles as it is. So is that downstairs then? It must be, right? Is that what you mean? I assume that's the door? But we haven't been given a key, have we? Okay, well, hang on. Let's just go down there and find out whether I'm... Rather than doing a whole investigation into my stupidness. Or stupidity, I should say. What's the crack here? Can we go in? Oh, the head warden says you can go in. Be careful in there. Their souls cry out in agony. Their bodies, it seems, fare no better. What, they're all just kind of chilling out? We've got flesh constructs? Oh, what is going on down here, chaps? Fucking hell. Let's have a gander. Okay, well, hang on. No. Wait, stop stealthing. Stop going double speed. Everyone chill. Master Azu said he'd make me better soon. Yeah, okay, this is looking rough, isn't it? Well, the table. The crooked boards show deep gouge marks. They're spaced like folk or elven fingernails. I've been hearing screams in the night. The children they keep down here, pure evil in their eyes. Crooked chalk tally marks cover the surface of this table. They said I can't leave yet. Frail. A curved spine twists this woman's posture forward, her greasy hair draped over her large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then, noting your appearance, she adds, friendly visit, I hope. Do you know where I might find Azo? I think I've seen him around today. Have you checked the laboratory? It shares a wall with his office. He's been spending most of his time there lately. What do you know about him? Oh, I like him very much. Many animancers could care less about their pet. Come on, guys. Like, I know people sometimes debate this, but it's gotta be couldn't care less. Come on. This doesn't make sense. Many animancers couldn't care less about their patients. Look at us like vermin for their experiments. But Master Azo treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. Oh, yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that's why it is. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself. I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know he's still affected by it. What happened? Frail's eyes dart back and forth, and her voice lowers to just above a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He was said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. That was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy. That's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loves his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work, suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it, but he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. Had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? The point is, it was going to help with the legacy. It was going to make Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. Gods no, that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies in Ondra's gift? No, tell me. They just call them boys, because so many of them are found floating face down in the water. These are mad times. The grieving mother's hands fly to her ears, and her mouth frames a silent scream. Only her mind speaks. Evils that magnify tragedies. This is what we must stop. Anyway, Master Azo had scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Copper Lane. He was so excited. And then the next day, he was locked in his office, turning away visitors, I heard, and he stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him, but I'm glad they're letting him treat people again. Right. Have any of the patients here been acting unusually? Well, there's Petixo, who relives a murder she committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Idleman, who they say has only half a soul and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believed his own to be a false one. Graham, he speaks in a language no one understands and wails at night sometimes. Different from their normal behaviour, I mean. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Azo let us know that a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for a new therapy and would be escorted to his laboratory to receive treatment. Oh my fucking... What? Are you... Come on, guys, let's get switched on, shall we? Something's not right. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. Yeah, I'm sure it fucking has. Would I be able to visit the North Ward? They like to keep them separate. I don't know if that I've ever seen the guards allow a visitor. Just Master Azo. You might ask him. He's very sympathetic. Oh, I'm sure he is. Why are you in here, by the way? Behind her hair, her cheeks flush. I don't want to say. You'll think less of me. You can tell me I'm going crazy too. You shouldn't tease. No one in here can help what they are. I know. I've tried. These last few years haven't been kind to me. They haven't been kind to anyone, really. I try not to think of it as personal. I lost my husband and both boys in the Saints' War. My daughter, the legacy took her before she was ever mine. I made do. What else can you do? I moved into a tiny place in Ondra's gift. Got by mending clothes and on the kindness of strangers when I had to, but I was surviving and the gods were watching over me. I could live with that. Then one day this noblewoman comes in. Wants this fancy gown fixed. Gorgeous thing. This shade of blue I'd never seen before. Only I had. I looked at it, and it reminded me of something. I had what they call an awakening. I remembered being a noblewoman myself in another life. People doting over me. Men doting over me. Me! The best food, the most beautiful home, all the things you'd never dare to dream of. They were mine. It was poison knowing that. All those things I had that I'll never have in this life. It did something to me. My food started to taste rotten. The walls in my little room seemed to close in around me. I stopped being able to sleep in my own bed. So I came here. It was that or break into an estate and start ordering servants around. I probably would have gone for the latter. It seems like such a silly thing to worry about. You don't have to tell me, but I can't get past it. And I start to wonder, did the gods choose this life for me? And if so, what terrible thing must I have done to deserve it? You had it right before. There's nothing to do but live with it. That's what kept me going, but it hasn't got any easier. And it's just too bad. Addendum? Oh, it would have been about him, not about her. Right. Flesh construct. The construct turns its head towards you and watches warily. Warily. Right. Which way do we want to go? Let's just go this way. We will snoop around.
Whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Something churns and bubbles in this tank. Oh, there he is. There's the bugger. Alright, well. The copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to the touch. Let's close this door.
I'll have it in no time.
What you got in here?
A moment.
Raven Wing. A one-handed... This is not stealing, by the way. A one-handed mace. Oopsie daisy. 16 to 23 crush damage. 3 DR bypass. Plus 4 accuracy when attacking the same target as an ally. Oh, and plus 25% damage when attacking the same target as an ally. Damaging 3 plus 45... Wow, this is pretty sick, actually. Who do we give a one-handed mace to? You? Oh, is it time to upgrade? I think it is. I know you have draining on this. 20% damage to restore his endurance. But I think it's time to upgrade, my guy. I think it's time. There it is. Yeah, cool. Right, 2 seconds. We're just going to snoop around a bit more.
See what I can do.
I guess we'll talk to him. We could explore the rest of the place, but let's talk to him. Yeah, that. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, actually. It's only DR7, so but 25% recovery speed. 9 on Pierce, Freeze, and then 4 on Corrode. Half stun and knockdown duration. Plus 50 defense when stunned, 50 defense when prone, which is what Ida has as well. And plus 2 DR. That's actually pretty good. Just give it to Brucor for a sec. Not that he's going to wear it. Because you're wearing... You are wearing light armor. Plus 2 survival is pretty spooky, though, isn't it? This wouldn't be bad for you. I think I might swap it. This is good, though. What are we all wearing? Intellect. I mean... It's the same DR. I'm going to give you this. Right. Copper wires and conduits are shiny. Device is warm to the touch. Something churns and bubbles in this tank. Right. You bugger. What we all got equipped? We've all got ranged weapons apart from Ida Adele. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Alright, mate, let's just take a breather. Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Let's play it chill for a moment. I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. Ooh, perception. Well, we could just hit it on the nose, but let's go perception. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
I hate cretin. I know that cretin might even be correct, but it's always been cretin, and it sounds so much better. Anyway, he balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index... Why? Okay, into his index finger. A growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face. What is he going to turn into?
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Well, thank you. I heard you were demoted. How did it happen? Yeah, let's keep winding him up. Why not? As those nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this? Ordmere? I guess, I don't know. That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I don't know how. I'll never know. He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. Alright, let's start prodding. Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved into an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Red Ceres. We would know nothing about life or death, or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. Never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethelmore's right about this fellow at least. He sneers at Azo. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. You toy with things beyond our comprehension. It's dangerous and foolish.
Are you from Rayad Ceres?
Rayad Ceres, okay.
When himself risen to smite me for my heretical belief in learning who I am and why I exist? Please. You are afraid because men have taught you to be afraid. Because they were taught to be afraid. These things are only beyond our comprehension because of the fears of people like you. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Have you tried your experiments on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that Ethelmore's involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. Well, that's it then?
What is it now?
Oh, nothing. Christ, sorry, mate. Fuck you now. Which quest is this? It literally just came up. It's not the main quest, is it? Oh, it is. Of course it is, you dummy. Right. Okay. So, I really thought this was going to escalate more. That's why I'm a bit thrown. It is about time to end the episode. Let's just have a little look out here, though. Can't resist having a little peek. Looks like we've got a whole bunch of rooms to check. This is very kind of... Oh my god, what's the game? You know, the horror game. Amnesia. Amnesia the Dark Descent. That's the vibe I get from these kind of dungeons down here. Man, that was a struggle, wasn't it? Anyway, for today, we better leave it there. Next episode, we will continue to explore, and maybe we're going to keep moving forward on the main quest, which would be pretty shocking, wouldn't it? My goodness, we have a lot to do. Right, so, as always, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode.